Hey guys, I hope you are doing good. So today's video is in this perspective to give you an understanding or some sort of a clarity as to what are the different sections around investment banking if that thing is not very clear to you at this juncture, right? And I would like to make you understand that in each of these sections, what are the different profiles that come up and what are the skills you need to gather in that context, because as I get to speak to many of you, I get to understand that this clarity is somewhere missing in many individuals. So this uh, video is I'm coming up with this video with this perspective to give you an understanding around this, right? So let's look into this. So now there are four major quadrants of investment banking if we see it in that manner. So the first one, the first quadrant is of fundraising. So what happens over here is that as an investment banker, you help companies to raise finance for them or for the projects these companies are coming up with. So each company come up with different projects from time to time. So you may be a part of the process in helping the company raise finance for the company as a whole or for the different projects that they are coming up with, right? So this is the first segment, which is fundraising. The second is mergers, acquisitions, and transaction advisory. So over here, what happens is you help a company identify another company which this company may merge with, or they may work along with, and you ensure that this transaction happens smoothly, right? So one is identification of the company, the other is ensuring that the transaction happens smoothly, right? So this is the second quadrant, which is mergers, acquisitions, and transaction advisory. The third is investment analysis. So over here, you help a company take investment decisions around different markets, right? And you help the company take the right investment decisions, maybe in context of, say, the stock market, the commodity market, equity market, forex market. So there are different markets over there, right? So where the company needs to park the money, and how they should go about making best use of the money that they have. That is what the perspective of this segment is, right? And the fourth is wealth management. So over here, you manage the wealth of companies or high net worth individuals, right? And help them take the right investment decisions. So these are the four major quadrants of investment banking, right? And if you are trying to get into the world of investment banking, then I would suggest that it's better that you keep yourself broad based in terms of the skills that you acquire, so that more opportunities come your way. So let me make you understand better in each of these segments as to what actually are the set of skill sets that the industry is looking forward from you. Because I hope you understand that once you are having the right set of skill sets, then obviously the probability to get in this space increases manifold, right? So in context of fundraising on the equity side of it, the skill sets that they're looking for is in terms of your proficiency around building financial models, your ability around valuing a business, your proficiency around using Excel, Microsoft Excel, I mean to say, your understanding as to how private equity VC companies take decisions around investing, right? So this is in context of fundraising. Now, fundraising has two sides to it, right? So fundraising the equity side and the fundraising the debt side, right? So this is on in context of fundraising on the equity side. In context of fundraising on the debt side of it, they would like to test whether you have understanding as to how a banker decides whether to invest in a company, your understanding as to how large project funding decisions are undertaken, how real estate funding decisions are undertaken, how credit rating agencies determine the rating of a company, and how can you determine the red flags in the business. How do you understand whether there is some sort of um, uh, some things which are taking place in the organization which is not correct, right? So these are the aspects on which you would be tested in terms of whether you have this set of skill sets, right? Now, in context of the second block, which is mergers, acquisitions, and transaction advisory, they would like to understand whether you know how to source information to take critical business decisions, and the other one is whether you know how to undertake an end-to-end merger acquisition transaction executed, right? So this is in context of mergers, acquisitions. The third is investment analysis. So over here, one needs to understand as to how to decide whether to buy, hold, or sell a stock, your abilities around taking investment decisions in the short term, your abilities around taking investment decisions in the long term, and in context of wealth management, your abilities around being able to manage a portfolio. So I think that this aspect of been given the responsibility of being able to manage a portfolio takes some time. So first you need to build some level of expertise in the investment analysis part of it. So these are the four segments, and these are going to be the expectations from you in terms of the skill sets to really make entry into this space, right? So let us also understand what are the different profiles in each of these broader heads, right? So if we see from the fundraising context, now there are different profiles, right? So it may be in context of, say, credit analyst. So a credit analyst, what a credit analyst does is they try to ascertain whether funds should be actually placed to a particular company or for a particular project, right? So what I'm trying to say is that it's not that you have to always be in an investment banking industry to work in certain profiles. You may be working in some other profiles in some other industry. Maybe you're working in commercial bank as a credit analyst. You gain some years of experience, and then you may move into investment banking, because then you fit into this segment of fundraising of investment banking, right? So that is what I'm trying to draw your attention over here to, that you may be across different other domains of finance in different industries, right? So this, I took an example in context of commercial bank. The other, maybe you may be working in some rating agencies as a credit rating analyst, right? And once you develop that experience and expertise for yourself, then you can move into an investment bank, right? So you can, what I'm trying to say, you can directly get a job into investment banking in a financial analyst profile, or you may be working in different other allied industries in the world of finance and banking, and then you can, if you want, you can make a move into the world of investment banking, right? So this is the second layer. The third is project finance analyst. So you help companies take the, you may be in the process of taking the decisions around of investing in different projects, maybe a steel project or a cement project of hundreds or thousands of crores, right? So that is the third element. You may be working in corporate finance department in corporates, right? Maybe you were working in a real estate company in the corporate finance segment, and then also you can shift into investment banking, right? So what I'm trying to say is that these are the different set of profiles from where you can make entry into the world of investment banking. But that doesn't mean that you cannot make a direct entry into investment banking. So that can also be done. But as you understand that there are different sections around investment banking, obviously you won't be working in all the segment. So as it's like if it's a film industry, now in a film industry, some are actors, some are director, some are producers, some are musicians, right? So each one has their own role. So over here also, investment banking is also an industry where people work in different profiles for different objectives, right? But yeah, at the start of your career, try to keep your skill set more broad based, because you do not know where from the opportunity would come down, right? So and the other thing is that this all these skill sets are not standing in isolation, right? Please understand that. So they are interrelated. So the more you have skill sets coming up around the different segments around investment banking, so yeah, that gives you different perspectives, and that really helps you to get the work done in a better manner. You obviously appreciate what the other person is trying to say, right? So that really groom you, help to groom you in a true professional, finance professional, right? So this is on corporate finance. Then you may be working in a research analyst profile in this segment, right? So this is in context of fundraising, in context of mergers, acquisitions, and transaction advisory. You can be a M&A analyst, you can be a due diligence analyst, right? So these are the profiles from where you can get into investment banking, or you may be working in an investment bank in such profiles, right? The third is investment analysis. So over here you may be working as a fundamental analyst, technical analyst, sell side analyst, buy side analyst, or a equity research analyst, right? And the last is wealth management, where you may be working as a portfolio analyst, equity research analyst, and so on, right? So what I'm trying to say, I hope you have understood by this time that investment banking is an industry. There are different layers to it, and there are different set of activities which gets undertaken over there, right? And in context of each of these profiles, you may be working in an investment bank or in some allied industry, say a rating industry, or maybe a commercial banking industry, or maybe NBFCs or KPOs, right? Or AMCs, right? So you may be working in various other companies, and you may be gaining some skills over there and directly getting into investment banking, right? So you may directly get into investment bank if you have gained the skills around, right? That is one way. Or the other way is you work in some allied industries and then move into an investment bank, right? Now in investment bank you may be working in boutique investment banks, or you may be working in large investment banks. So I would discuss around that in some other video, uh, uh, but in this video my perspective was to give you a sense around the different quadrants of investment banking, and what are the different profiles, and what are the skill sets that is generally expected, right? So I hope it gives you some clarity around things, and that helps you to take the right career decisions, right? See you in some other video. Thanks a lot.